Hello and welcome out there. Welcome to this dose of virtual vitamin Z. I am Akilah, educator with the Detroit Zoological Society, and today we have a few special guests. We have Lauren, one of our mammal staff keepers, who also cares for the Arctic foxes that are in our care. A lot of people are thinking like, what are those really small looking wolf pups? They're not wolf pups. They're actually Arctic foxes. And so today, Lauren is going to tell us a little bit about the Arctic foxes. So I know we have two Arctic foxes here. And can you remind me of their names?
Yeah, we have two Arctic foxes. We have Alex and Moxie.
Okay.
The one laying right in front of us is Moxie, and Alex is kind of just roaming around the habitat right now.
All right, so Alex is the male and Moxie is the female?
They're actually both girls. They're sisters.
They're sisters. That's pretty amazing. That is so amazing. And so I know I've been out here in the summertime, Lauren, and I noticed they are not white. They usually have like a brownish coat sometimes. Are they rolling around in the mud? What's happening there?
No, these girls actually shed out this beautiful winter coat that they have. They're going to have this during the winter times. That will help protect them from really cold weather, down to almost 94 degrees, negative 94 degrees Celsius. But in the summer and spring, they will shed that out, so to help them cool down, and they're going to be a really cool brownish gray color.
That's really amazing. So the two sisters, how long have they been here in our care?
They have been here for quite a while. Moxie is 11 years old, and Alex is 13, and they have been here most of their lives.
That's pretty amazing. And so I see right now, it looks like they're just kind of hanging out and chilling. You talked about a little bit about how in the summertime their coats turn brown. So I'm thinking Arctic foxes. Arctic, I'm thinking really cold. How are they adapting to the Michigan summer here, which is usually like a few weeks, but still, how are they adapting?
It does get pretty warm for them, but what's really nice is they have a building that is temperature controlled. So during the summer, we do have it nice and air conditioned for them. And during the winter, we do have it heated, even though they can handle the very cold temperatures. We like to spoil our animals and give them everything they could potentially need if they want to use it.
That's pretty amazing. And I'm looking in their habitat, right? So how big is the space that they actually have?
This is quite a big space. I'm not quite sure of square footage, but it goes all the way around this area, around these rock formations, and then it does go kind of in the back, which is hard to see because it just dips a little bit lower.
Okay. And I know on our side, from a guest perspective, if you guys have ever visited the Detroit Zoo, it kind of looks like there are other animals inside of their habitat. So is that the case? I'm going to say no.
No, it definitely is. And right behind them, you can see that is the polar bear tundra yard. And sometimes you'll see Anana, one of our females over there, just kind of walking by. But no, they are separated. It is safe for these animals, but it's really cool for them to be able to see each other, because in the wild, they might come across each other, a polar bear and an Arctic fox, because they are in the way, way northern hemisphere.
In the northern hemisphere, where thus being called an Arctic fox.
Yes.
So are they any relation to, I know they look like small wolf pups, and foxes, are they in the same family? Are they like cousins?
Well, yeah, these guys are foxes, and wolves and foxes are canines. So yeah, you'd say they're kind of long distance cousins.
Okay. And let's talk about their habitat again. So I'm noticing these really cool habitat homes that they have from here. So is that something that they're creating? Is our staff creating that? What's the deal?
That is something that we do build for them. We do like to give them nice little shelters. They have a cave over in the corner, but then they have a couple little huts, little homes that they have throughout the habitat. We will build those for them, and we also get Madonna University students every year who will help us build some habitats or some stuff to add to their habitat for them.
Okay. Now, why would we want to even add that piece to their space?
Well, we always want to give them as many options as we can. These guys would naturally live in burrows, so they're going to dig into the dirt and under those huts, but we also want to make sure they have shelter from any of the elements that might happen.
Okay, that's pretty cool. 'Cause I know out in the wild, they're not building these holes.
No,
these
definitely not.
So they're burying down in the ground.
Yep.
And they're using that to stay warm in the winter or cool in the summer?
Both.
Both. Okay, that's really cool. Really cool. Now, in terms of their diet, what are we feeding them here while they're in our care compared to what they would get out in the wild?
So these guys do get a variety of things both from us, and if they were in the wild, they're omnivores, so they will eat meat and plant material. Okay. In the wild, they're going to just catch smaller animals, lemmings.
Now, what's a lemming?
Lemming is a small little rodent-like animal.
Okay.
Yep. They will get berries. They will eat on carrion in the wild, but here at the zoo, we do give them a diet that has meat, has small carcass animals like chicken, mice a couple times a week. We'll also give them produce every day and a chow.
A chow.
That is specifically for exotic canines.
Okay. So you're saying exotic canines. So I feel like that is a reinforcement of these are exotic animals that people may really want to take care of in their own homes. But we should allow the experts to do that, correct?
Yes. These guys are not pets. As cute and as little as they look like a small dog or a house cat. They are wild. And they behave that way. These guys they just love to do their natural habits of digging and searching and investigating. So they will tear up a home. But these guys are also very stinky. They have a lot of a musty smell in their urine and just on them. So they are quite stinky. And again, they're wild animals. We don't want to keep them in a home. They're not a pet.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. So maybe finding a humane society where you can adopt a pet.
Yeah,
it might be a better option.
That's the best option.
Might be a good option for folks. And so you said they have a smell that they give off, a musty type smell. Now, are they doing that on a regular basis? Is it kind of like a fight or flight when a predator is coming towards them, so they kind of like give off the stench, or?
These guys just have it all the time.
Okay.
It's in their urine, it's in their scent glands, and that helps them mark their own territory. So they have it all the time, no matter what.
That's pretty cool. So I'm also noticing that there looks like there's some paper towel rolls that are in the habitat.
That is exactly what you see in there. Okay. I just threw those in. These guys get enrichment every day.
Okay.
So that's something that gives them something different to eat that's not in their typical diet, something new to smell or to dig at, to play with, to help encourage natural behaviors. So what I threw in there a little while ago was paper towel rolls with some of their daily produce, but I also added a little bit of pumpkin spice on it.
So pumpkin spice season.
So just so it's something different for them to smell from what they're naturally going to smell all day, every day. We always want to keep them just kind of encouraged doing some natural behaviors and enjoying their time while they're here, because this is their home and we want to give them the best home.
That's pretty amazing. I'm so glad we get a chance to do that. And I'm going to check and see, do we have any questions out there from any of our folks out in our virtual world right now? And it looks like I don't think we do. So we're just going to still look at these guys. We had someone asking, what does the fox say?
Not much. They're not that vocal, actually.
I'm assuming that they probably have their own type of communication amongst one another.
They probably do, because they don't talk to me too much.
All right. And it looks like we also have a question about the fur again. It's considered fur, right?
Yeah.
All right. So how long will their fur stay white? When do we start to see a little bit of that change?
So
when can folks visit the zoo to see that change?
Yeah, so it's generally going to happen in later spring. I learned it was a lot later than I thought. So closer to summer, once it really starts getting warm, and it'll just come off in clumps as they're grooming, or it catches on sticks and twigs. And then, probably about like July, August is when it's pretty much all gone.
So it's brown.
It's a brownish gray. Yeah.
Brownish gray come July, August, and then when will it turn white?
It turned white so fast on me this year, so probably about September. So just one day they're pretty gray, and then all of a sudden, poof, white.
So I'm assuming. I'm asking this question in terms of. Is it going to be depending on what the weather is going to be like? Is it when it's colder? Is it going to change a little bit quicker, a little bit slower?
I think it just naturally happens in their body on a normal cycle to do that. But when I notice the weather is changing, I notice that their fur is also changing.
Okay. That is good to know. That is good to know. So, I think we are all out of time today. We just want to say thank you so much for tuning into this dose of Virtual Vitamin Z. And thank you so much, Lauren.
Thank you so much.
So just really quick, about the enrichment. I know that they're paper towel rolls.
Yep.
Our guests should not be coming with their own enrichment, right?
No, please don't ever throw anything into any of the animal habitats. A lot of these guys have very strict diets. Some of them could have health issues that we monitor very closely. So we always want to make sure we are the ones giving them the enrichment.
Yeah. Our animal care staff, they are experts. They know exactly what they're doing. So thank you so much for talking about that. Thank you guys for joining in for this dose of Virtual Vitamin Z. Make sure that you check out the Detroit Zoo's website for website for more doses of virtual vitamin Z. And also make sure that you are checking out those cameras where we have streaming from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. where you can see some of the other animals like the giraffes, I believe our beavers, if you're not able to see them at night. And make sure that you come in the winter time and the summer and the spring and the fall. We're open all year round, and you can see their coats actually change. All right, so continue to join in. You guys stay well, take care, and we'll see you soon.